Are you ready to draw your future with Agilities? I'm Patty Dobrovolsky of Up Your Creative Genius, and I'm excited to partner with the DeBruce Foundation to help you plan for your future. Now, the first step when you want to pivot your career or find a new job is knowing your Agilities. So if you haven't already, go and take the Agile Work Profiler. This quick assessment will help you understand your Agilities, which is a combination of your strengths and interests. In fact, Agilities are the work skills that help you handle a challenge or a task or complete a job. The DeBruce Foundation found that these Agilities are part of every job, and some jobs may require different Agilities. It's up to you to choose and use the Agilities that will help you complete and achieve your goals. Remember, you have the power to learn and grow your Agilities, to help you build your confidence so that you can handle a challenge, any challenge that comes your way. And even better, employers are looking for these Agilities and will pay you for these skills. So are you ready? Let's do this. Now, if you don't know your Agilities, go to agilities.org, take the assessment, then download and print your map right now. Did you know that if you draw a picture of the future, you put it somewhere you can see it every day and take small actions towards it, you increase your chances of success by 42%. 42%? Who would want that? I know I would, and I know you would too. And guess what? You don't even need to know how to draw. So let's get started drawing your future. To start, you'll need a printed copy of the map from agilities.org, a pen or pencil. If you happen to have colored pencils, crayons, or markers, that's even better. A highlighter would work great too. And you need your top 3 Agilities, so pause the video to get organized. Okay, so the first step is to write your name at the top of the cloud on your map. Do it any way you want. Use bubble letters or graffiti. We want it to be fun for you, and we want to get your brain motivated so you get your best thinking going. Now, we're just going to doodle a little bit around the border. Doodling unlocks your brain. It doesn't have to look pretty or anything. We just want you to capture it up there and get ready to go. You know, doodling actually boosts your creativity and gets both sides of your brain activated. Now, some of you may have lost your job or gotten downsized. These things are a natural part of life, but most of the time, it can trigger all kinds of feelings. So it's helpful to just know that everyone goes through these feelings anytime that you make a change, even if you're the one who started that change. First, we're in a process of denial. We want to ignore what happened. Then we're in resistance. We get mad about what happened. And then exploration. We start looking for things we can do, something new, and recreate ourselves. And then finally, commitment. That's when we get excited about what's to come. Now, which of these feelings are you having right now? Just note that for yourself as we step into this first activity. Think about where you are right now in this current reality of your life, this current state. And on the left side of your picture, I want you to write and draw in words and pictures what it feels like to be you. Maybe you're in the middle of a job search, or maybe you're trying to recreate your world. Maybe you've been looking for work and you got a part-time job, and it's great, but your boss isn't paying you quite enough. And also, I want you to look at the whole environment you're in. Assess your friendships, your education, and think about your family life. How's all of that going for you? How many of you watching this right now are analytical? Raise your hand. I'm talking to you. This is not a list. You don't want to make a list because a list will confine you to the things you already know. You want to scatter these words and images all around your page. Let's get drawing. Let's go. So you can see on the left side of the picture, I have all the things that are going well in blue. Your family life. Maybe you are thinking about a new career path. Maybe you want to go back to school, but you have some concerns and challenges, and these I've captured in red. Maybe you've got a great job, you think it's a potential, but it's only part-time, so you're not making enough money. Or maybe you have some school debt or debt in general that's really weighing you down. Often, we find that all kinds of stress create other issues, like issues with your health. These things captured in red really are ways for you to grow yourself. If you can think about what superpower are these challenges helping you to create, this will really help you to shift into your growth mindset, to think about your future in a different way. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And that's a big shift in your mindset when you have lost your job or you're finding a new career. After you draw your current reality, look at the map and ask yourself, what agilities are you using the most? Put those in the mountains up at the top. If you look at your AWP, how are you using those agilities right now? Okay, are you ready to draw your desired future? I know you are. So here's what's true. Your brain, no matter how many positive things are on the current state, it's always going to focus on the things that aren't going well. So we've got to break that up. And so the way we do that is just very simply to take your finger right now and draw the infinity symbol in the air. This integrates both sides of your brain and calms down the amygdala that's gotten all fired up about this stuff. So then you can do some jumping jacks, so you can run in place and take some few deep breaths. You can even go drink some water. All of these things press the reset button inside so that you are ready to step into a powerful future. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to draw your future? Okay, now we're going to imagine it's 1 to 3 years from today in the best case scenario. And so you want to get the critic out of the way. And on the right side, you're going to capture in words and pictures what it feels like 1 to 3 years from today. Do you feel more courageous? Do you feel valued? Do you feel open? Do you feel abundant, that money's pouring in? Maybe you started to stand up for yourself, or you overcame a habit you always wanted to let go of. Maybe you took a look at your health and you ran your very first half marathon. Capture and write these things on the right side. And know that that critic doesn't need to get in here and tell you that you can't do it, because your agilities can help you work through any challenge you face. So go wild and capture that future you've always longed for. Let it emerge and build on it. And then, when you stop yourself inside your head, just tell yourself, I'm just using my imagination. So here we go. Let's draw the picture of the future. Draw with me. Okay, now we know where we are, our current reality, and where we will be, our desired new reality. And we just need to close the gap with 3 bold steps. The amazing thing about your brain is that it's been working on this from the beginning, so it's much easier than you think. So what you do is you look at the left side and soak in all that information. Look at the right side, soak in this information, and then close your eyes for a second. Closing your eyes takes out all the stimulation in the room and allows you to listen to your creative genius, that part of you inside that knows how you're going to get from point A to point B. So close your eyes, and then as soon as you get a bold step, you want to write it down. So maybe the first step might be to learn a new skill. Often, this first step is a really bold one. It's something that might scare you a little bit. The second one, Second bold step is tactical, like perhaps you need to refresh your resume. And the third thing is often a mindset shift. You have to let go of the old way of thinking to step into the future you. So what do you need to shift in your mindset? Maybe believe in yourself. Now that you've got your bold steps, you want to think about what agility will help me to accomplish that bold step. So when you want to learn a new skill, think about the agilities. Let's see, which one would help? Gosh, any of them will. Innovating, or maybe managing, or operating objects. So choose one that you think will work best for you. The second, update your resume. What would help you update your resume? Well, what about organizing? And the third, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Gosh, believe in yourself. Serving and caring. Okay, fantastic. Now we've got these bold steps, and you're going to want to break them down to an action plan. But before we break them into an action plan, let's talk about the power of beliefs. First, let's talk about limiting beliefs. A limiting belief is a belief you form sometimes before the age of 15 that isn't necessarily true, but it's a story you continue to tell yourself based on whatever happened to you in your younger years. And limiting beliefs lurk in the shadows, waiting for the moment when you are not prepared, or you're slightly anxious, or you're hungry, and something triggers you. Then out of the shadows leaps that limiting belief that clamps that ball and chain onto your leg and pulls you down the slippery slope and makes you feel bad about yourself. And today, I want to show you how to work with them so you can unclamp that thing, get your leg back, and get moving in the action towards your goals. So here's some brain science to remember. Your brain is 33% autopilot, but 66% programmable, which means you can program your brain to divert from a limiting belief and focus on a positive belief. But if you don't know what your positive belief is, well, you can't replace it. So the first step in making that shift is to get to know what your limiting or negative beliefs are. Right now, use your template to capture what limiting beliefs you think you might have. And here are some of the most common ones to get you thinking. I'm not fit enough. I'm not smart enough. I can't be my real self or I'll be judged. I'm not lovable. I never turn anything around. I'm not capable. I don't deserve it. Take time right now to write down a limiting belief that you know you have. You can use one of these or create your own with the template. Fill in the blank for yourself. I'm not enough. And if you're working on your Draw Your Future with Agilities map, write that limiting belief on this left side, that current reality. Okay, now that you know what your limiting belief is, let's find a positive belief to replace it. Sometimes it's just as simple as turning that limiting belief around. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I can be myself. I am capable. I'm loved. I deserve it. And write that positive belief at the bottom on the desired new reality side of your map. To get ahead of those limiting beliefs, you need to become the detective in your life and pay attention in your daily life to what triggers these beliefs. Is it something someone said or something did? Is it an old memory from the past? Or does it happen when you're tired or life feels overwhelming to you? Take time to write it down next to that limiting belief so you get to know when it comes up. And then part 3 of this is to begin to change that old belief pattern. How do you do that? Well, when you start to feel it come up, then stop the action. And then, once you've stopped it, say inside or out loud, change. It's even better if you say it loudly to shock yourself out of the old way of thinking. Then replace it with that positive belief. I'm capable. I can do this. I deserve that new reality. So let's bust through these limiting beliefs together. You have the power to shift your beliefs. You're amazing. Now that you have your 3 bold steps, think about a few smaller actions for each bold step that you can take to help achieve it. Try and make sure you include one thing you can do this week, right away. Also, what agility do you want to develop to help you take action? That's your agility aspiration, and you want to add it to the mountain on the right side of your picture. So pause the video and add your action steps if you need to. Your network is an essential element to finding that new direction. Sometimes someone you know has an opening or knows someone who is looking for someone just like you. Review your bold steps and add who can help you with each of them. Write down their name. All right, that's fantastic. And the one thing I would challenge you to do, it's important to place your map somewhere where you can see it every day. You can hang it on your fridge or on your mirror or take a photo and use it as your screensaver. Take time each week to revisit your actions and make a new action plan. Look at what actions you've taken and give yourself a big pat on the back and say, "Yay you for the success you achieved." And continue to set new goals and continue to move the needle to achieving them. You can do it. Your future is flexible. Expand the vision for your future. Find new pathways to new opportunities. And anytime you get stuck and you feel like you need to make a change, just draw a new future. Draw a new map and find your way back home to you. Now let's color this. Make it beautiful. Let's do this.